going on, Jerome's? Your Minnesota Fighting Vikings got it done yesterday in Las Vegas. And you know what's crazy? So 3-0, historical. But Greg Joseph punting at the end of the game, the fake field goal punt, was like the 16th weirdest thing in that game. This game had everything. It's good times, man. But the Vikings are firmly in the playoff mix, and frankly, everything that could have gone the Vikings' way did go the Vikings' way yesterday in terms of the playoff chase. Vikings got the win, which is important, moved to 7-6. The Lions lost to the Bears. The Rams lost to the Ravens. The Seahawks lost to the Niners. The Falcons lost to the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers currently take over the NFC South lead and the 4 seed, so Vikings are doing pretty good. Now, if Green Bay wanted to lose to Tommy Cutlets and the Giants tonight, that would be fantastic. But as of right now, here's how things stand in the NFC. The Niners, who the Vikings beat, by the way, it was like, the San Francisco 49ers are 8-1 in conference. What's that one? What happened? Oh, that little guy? Don't worry about that little guy. But the Niners are the 1 seed. The Cowboys are the 2 seed, taking over the tiebreaker from the Eagles. The Eagles are bad. The Eagles are fraudulent. The Vikings should have beat the Eagles week 2. It is what it is. The Lions, allegedly 2 games ahead of the Vikings, 4 games to play, 2 of them head-to-head, so it could be some yum time. And the Lions also, they host the Broncos, and that's not an easy game, as well as the Lions do go on the road against the Cowboys week 17, so I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So the NFC North right now, like we said, Lions 2 games ahead, but of course they do have 2 head-to-head games, and the Vikings just have to stand on business. They just have to take care of things at the Bengals, which is going to be a little bit tough. Jumping Jake Browning's looking really damn good, but the 3 final games in division, 2 of them at home. No excuses, especially the way that the Flores defense is playing. So as of right now, the upshot over at 538, formerly 538, has the Vikings at 57% to make the playoffs. Now, this is a little bit of a misnomer. So if and when the Packers do lose to the Giants, that number certainly bumps up. But say the Packers win, sure, whatever. Doesn't really change things. Actually, the Vikings percentage goes up. It's kind of weird, man. But either way, the whole 57%, 61% is a little bit of a misnomer, because if the Vikings just win their home games. So say they allegedly lose at the Bengals, they lose week 18 at the Lions, sure. But if they take care of their business in the 2 home games, the Vikings' playoff chances jump up to 96%. So the Vikings do certainly control their own destiny the rest of the way. And it's a most wonderful time of the year where the ESPN NFL playoff machine is in effect. So this is great. So we're going to skip the Giants game. Giants and the Packers, but the Vikings taking care of business every day. The Lions, it's not a gimme. Certainly not a gimme against the Broncos, who are playing some decent football right now under stupid Sean Payton, but say that the Lions win. And then Vikings beat the Lions. What up? Cowboys beat the Lions. The Vikings beat the Packers, obviously Sunday Night Football week 17. And then showdown. Even if the Vikings lose, actually, no, that flips things. What if we tie? Oh, the roar has been restored indeed. No, but say that the Vikings win this spot. 11-6, fully clear of the Lions at 10-7. And there we go. We're off to the races there. But, even flip things. Like, say the Lions win there, and say the Broncos prevail. So even at 10-7, both at 10-7, the Vikings are winning the division. You love to see it. Yeah, absolutely love to see it, man. But either way, the Vikings, even though it's been tough, and what really sucks is that the Vikings defense has been fantastic over the last handful of weeks, and the offense sort of gave it away against the Broncos, even though, but they allowed a touchdown drive at the end against Denver. Yeah, they've allowed 1 touchdown in the last 12 quarters of football, which is pretty damn good. So 11 out of the last 12 quarters, the Vikings defense has not surrendered a touchdown. You should be able to win with that. The Bears game is just inexcusable. It not only is it in division, it's in conference, and I don't know, want to have that one back. But like I said, coulda, woulda, shoulda, this entire schedule. If the Vikings didn't turf it early on, we wouldn't be in this mess. But the Vikings can still overcome injuries. JJ got dinged up again. Kirk Cousins obviously out, and the hey, remember Marcus Davenport? Good times. But the whole thing is that the Vikings have overcome, and they still have a chance. And the whole thing is, too, that the Vikings are pretty firmly in the driver's seat for making a playoff push. And no matter what happens, whether they win the division, which is certainly a possibility against the Lions, or if they just have to go on the road, be road warriors, come out and play the rest of the way, I'm fine. I'm fine with it, man. The offense just needs to get its head out of its ass. Mullins or Jaron Hall, whoever's under center, just needs to distribute the football to the playmakers and not put Justin Jefferson in the freaking hospital. And the defense needs to continue balling out, and baby, we'll have a stew going. Just get in the dance and be Cinderella without a curfew, if you catch my drift. There you go. But your thoughts are thoughts. Take a look at the NFC playoff picture. Vikings are sitting in pretty damn good position despite winning 3-0. I just see it as a one-score win. And the defense pitching a shutout, and the Vikings covering the 2.5. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.